So I was recently talking with a student. He was so excited to go into the studio and record with his band, and even more exciting, there was a real B3 in the studio, and he called me and he was like, I can't wait to play this B3. Problem is, this is an entirely different beast than a modern keyboard. In this course, we have a video of how to turn the B3 on, which of course is the most important part of getting started. I'm going to show you a couple of other key features and things about the B3 that you need to know to be able to play this instrument. The B3 has 4 sets of drawbars. Don't let that scare you. Most modern keyboards just have 1 set of 9 drawbars. Truth is, when you're playing the B3, you're only ever using 1 set of 9 drawbars at a time. So it's basically the same thing. It's just that you have more options. You can set up multiple sounds rather than just one. And here's how it kind of works. The B3 has presets, like a synthesizer where you push something and it goes piano or flute. When they invented this instrument, they wanted to create some presets, so if you didn't know how to use the drawbars, you could just push one of the presets and get a sound out of this thing. The presets are down here on these reverse colored keys, these black and white keys. And when you push one of these down, it will give you a sound. And each one of these preset keys is wired in the back of the organ. You can actually go in and rewire drawbar settings and have them custom made for these preset keys. And a lot of people do that because they don't want to use the drawbars all the time, and they've got maybe 2 or 3 drawbar settings that they really love, and they'll just go in there and wire them in the back of the B3 so that they're always there on the preset keys all the time. Having said that, most Hammond players do use the drawbars, and this is how the drawbars work on a B3. The B flat, right here, engages this set of drawbars, right here, this first set of 9 drawbars for the top manual. Need a little contact cleaner in that bad boy there. There we go. That's better. So the B flat engages this set of drawbars for the top manual. On the top manual, you can set up 2 completely different sounds. The other sound that you can do is you can push the B, and it engages this second set of drawbars for the top manual. This set of drawbars is the only set of drawbars on the organ that the percussion works on. And for those of you that aren't familiar with percussion, percussion is like a chime on an old theater organ. When you hit the key, it makes a little chimey sound like that. And what this does is it puts a nice attack on the front of a sound so that when you're soloing, the notes, you can really hear them through the mix. They really cut through. That's why most B3 players do all of their soloing on the top manual, because this is the only manual that has percussion. And this is the only set of drawbars, the B, that percussion works on. And check it out. If I take that percussion off, and turn it on, it really makes the sound bite, and it really makes it cut through the mix. Awesome for solos, any kind of leads. There's 2 sets of drawbars for the bottom manual. One is here, and one is here. And the way that you engage this first set of drawbars for the bottom manual is just by pushing the B flat key. So I could pull a sound like this, the 8-foot drawbar. And then I could set up an entirely different sound here on this set of drawbars, which I would push down the B for this set of drawbars for the bottom manual. beauty of this is that you can set up two sounds that you know you're going to use side by side, and you can just instantly go between them. So I could have this sound here, and then if I want to switch to this, I just go to the B flat and completely different sound. Typically, B3 organists use this bottom manual for comping, chording, bass lines, and this top manual exclusively for playing leads. Having said that, there's really no rules. Use it any way you think you want to use it in a creative way. Lots of people do comp on the top manual with the percussion on. There's no rules to it. You can do whatever you want to do. As long as you think it sounds good, that's good enough. There is vibrato, internal vibrato that can be set for either manual. That's for the top manual. Bottom manual. So there are several different settings for the internal vibrato. The easiest way to understand them is that all of the C settings, because they're either a V setting or a C setting, the C settings are all of the vibratos with coarse. And so that's... Coarse kind of adds another organ sound slightly out of tune with the first one, and it makes it really fat sounding. So this is great for comping or playing rhythm, and it's great for adding just a little bit of energy to a track. You hit the coarse and it just makes the energy just go up just a little bit. And the most popular vibrato setting that is used is the C3 setting. You can just kind of go through this dial, try different things, see what sounds good to you. So vibrato is there, percussion is here. Always remember that the percussion only works for this set of drawbars on the top manual. And the other thing that I think I might have missed is that if you want to clear this organ of the settings that you have, you just go right here to the C on the bottom, and this is cancel. You go to play and nothing happens. So a lot of times when you sit down at a B3, if nothing's happening, it's because the organ is on cancel, and you have to engage either one of these presets or one of these drawbar keys to make a sound happen. A couple of other things to note on a B3. Volume pedal is built into a B3. It's right down here, easy to use. And the other thing is the Leslie switch. Typically on B3s, the Leslie switch is a half moon switch like this. This is how they come from the factory, on the left side of the organ like this, and this turns the Leslie on or off. Oh, this is canceled. Gotta push one of these to get a sound. There we go. And that's how you operate the Leslie on and off. Some B3s, they wire it so that it's on a foot pedal as well, and it just all depends on what you're comfortable with and what you prefer. The drawbars on a Hammond are another world completely. There's another video within this course talking about drawbars and how they create energy and take energy in a way in a track, just how powerful they can be. So be sure to check out the drawbars as energy video. As a final wrap up to B3 101, I just wanted to say that the Hammond B3, and particularly this exact Hammond B3, have literally changed my life. I can't imagine my music career without this instrument. I've used this on almost every recording I've ever done. I've used this on almost every tour I've ever done, and it has been the thing that has made me money and brought me so much joy over the years. I can't even tell you. I love this instrument. I want to share the legacy of it with you. So that's B3 101.